Take out all the answers and hold them up to the end. Snake heads poke out from the model and suddenly slither to the floor. Okay, that's weird. Are they dangerous? I quickly wad up the answer sheets and throw them through the window to the next room. The snakes chase after them. Soon there is nothing left inside the model. What a surprise! I stick my hand in the model and feel around. I find a paper box and a key. Got matches, music room key. Lost all the answer sheets. Ugh. Alright, it's almost time to perform. It's okay, I'm on standby. It's starting. We need to hurry and find all clues left. Alright. That was weird. But I was right about setting it on fire. We all going cray-cray. All the cray-crays. And that's okay, Kay. I take out the matches, light one, and throw it into the hole. A pillar of blue flame shoots out at the hole. The snakes writhe around, then vacate the hole in mass. They disappear into the cracks in the wall and beyond the doorway. After the wave of snakes vanishes, I find something on the floor. It must have been carried out of the nest when the snakes fled. Got Aizen Asura's talisman. But it looked like the snakes brought the talisman on purpose when they fled the hole. Like they were scared of its burning in the fire. Were they trying to protect it from the flames? It must be something really important then. They're snakes. They can only do so much. This promised place used to be full of desks, but now it only holds a single piano. The keys are still intact. It's probably out of tune, but it's definitely playable. I check the music stand. There's a piece of sheet music on it. Got sheet music, carp, streamer. Okay. We step into the hall and the loudspeaker crackles.
Do you have brains? I had the brains.
I'll use those wonderful brains now as ingredients and dissect you.
What? Did she just say she'll dissect us for ingredients? This is Undertale all over it again. She'll use our wonderful brains as ingredients and dissect us. Then that means. That's why she had us take those tests. She wanted to see if we were worthy enough to become ingredients. Setting up tests to select her prey. That was what Miss Zhu was trying to do. That rhymed. The heads lined up in that blood-stained room. The images of my own head joining them comes to mind more easily than I'd like. Footsteps closing in. This is sorry, the road's crowded. Aye, get a hold of yourself. I shake eye, she seems to be dreaming. Something's rushing up the western staircase with amazing speed. Shit. I doubt we'll be able to escape. In that case, our only option is to... We'll ambush her. We'll hide so we can get the advantage. I grab Bay's hand and run down the hall. Which classroom should we hide in? It has to be the music room, right? That's why I have A in the music sheet, right? That would make the most sense. Oh dear. Miss Sue smiles and looks forward the second she sees us come out of the locker. She's coming closer on her ostrich legs. It's like she could jump at us at any moment. Ooh. Sure, why not? Kate holds the office trash. Give it back! Claire's daggers at me and screams, her mouth dripping with blood. Dashes and performs a jump kit. It wasn't effective. I help the garbage bag in front of us and endure the fierce kick by cushioning the blow. Oh, you're ugly, girl. Her arm snake hisses, threatening us. Oh, that's a good one. Snakes. I scattered liquid and ignite it with the matches. Miss Sue stretches out her snake arms. It wasn't effective. The snakes are confused by the massive flames and are unable to aim. Oh, Piggy! Piggy, 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 Piggy. The snakes wrap around my arms as I swing and stop my attack. Play the song. Miss Zoe is stuck in place. We can get to the piano now. I's fingers dance over the keys. Miss Zoe stiffens as she's paralyzed. Miss Zoe is weakened. I try to ignite his arm with a match. Miss Zoe shrieks when she sees the charm go up in flames. She clings on to me, scrambling to get it back from me. Pressed together, my sweet squelches as it mixes with her bodily fluids. Gross. Azura's Azen's charm disintegrates into ash in Miss Zoe's hand and scatters into the air. Her eyes pin me in place with their intense fury.
How dare you! How dare you, great Azura!
The snakes on Miss Zoe's arms raise their heads and swiftly strike at their prey, but their fangs sink into Miss Zoe's torso.
Why?
The snakes are feasting on the place where she touched my skin. Is it because of my human smell? They devour her torso, the only part of her that is human. She squeals with joy.
Feels so good.
Okay. After consuming their host, the snake arms detach and fall to the ground. Wriggling their half-torn bodies, they vanish into darkness.
Whoa.
She turned white, so yes. It's if they explode red, I think it's the normal ending, and if they turn white, it's the good ending. I don't sense Mizzou anymore. Did we do it? Eye is back to normal. Her mark is probably gone. But as expected, mine is still there. So there are still spirits in the city. Look on my face is probably obvious. Eye looks at me apologetically. I've gotten used to it. I'm just glad you and Yasuoka are safe now. Mr. Cade! Anyway, I wonder what this is. There's a folded paper on the ground where Miss Zhu vanished. I open it and find it's an old map. Shining the flashlight on it, the first word that I can see is army. Is that what Miss Hiro said was stolen from her? It could be. I put the map in my bag. Then we finally bid farewell to the music room and its beast and the perfume smell. Oh, wait a second! What is it? I want to bring that sheet music. A reminder of my music beating evil. You know, this would make great inspiration for a new song. I kind of don't want to linger here. Yeah, I'll just be 2 secs. Hey! I dashes back inside the music room before I can say anything in reply. Jeez. She totally does whatever she wants. Christy was the same way. Is that what happens when you become famous? No, I'm being unfair. Loud. Mr. Cade! I bursts out of the room and clings to me. What happened? A snake! It fell from the ceiling and hit my shoulder and slid down my back. She's nearly in tears. Get it off me! Okay. I feel around her back as she hangs on me. There's nothing there. Uh-huh. Nothing's there. You can let go already. When you grab my neck, it's hard to... Oh! Sorry, but I was telling the truth. I definitely felt something. Maybe it fell off as you were running. So did you grab the sheet music? Oh yeah, that's all done. I'm sorry to make you wait. Madame Yasuoka and Miss Hiro are expecting us. Let's head back. We leave... I actually like this character. I like she's easy. We leave the school, climb to the car, and head to the mansion. Hey all, we're back!
Oh, welcome back. I believe I must thank you. My mark was indeed vanished. Has indeed vanished. I still have mine, though. I mean, not that I believe that it's going to kill me or anything. It doesn't bother me at all.
I don't know what voice I'm doing for her anymore. She talks tough, but the whole time she's clenching her teeth. More importantly, Mr. Cade, did Zukawa have anything on her? You mean this? I pull the old map out of my bag. Yes, that's it. It's an important family heirloom. Hiro snatches the map out of my hand without even so much as a thank you. Oh, I guess you deserve a reward. Have this instead. She takes a purple notebook from her coat. The color is different, but the design matches the red notebook we found in the shelter. It's Zukawa's diary. It was in her room. It looks like she was still sane when she wrote it. I take the notebook from her.
It seems Miss Zhu was interested in the map of yours, Miss Hiro. Could you tell us more about it?
No. It's basically just a treasure map.
Well, now I want to know even more. We should have taken a look earlier. The clock begins to chime. It's almost dawn. Everyone should go get some sleep. You can use any room on the 2nd floor.
Thank you. That would be lovely. Also, I and Yasuoka.
Oh, sorry. Also, I and Yasuoka, you must leave the mansion tomorrow. There's no need for you to stay here now that your mark is gone.
Oh dear. Are you telling me to leave you and Miss Hero here by yourselves? Please don't joke. Say I specifically requested my assistance.
I'm grateful, really. But those who have escaped the mark should return to their normal lives. That's the dying wish of Seiya Kujo and Mary's as well.
But...
Yasuoka, I'd like you to help out another way. I'm sure you know other people in the supernatural phenomenon field. Can you research the mark with your knowledge and connections? An investigation like this is beyond me. I know practically zero about spirits. This is the only thing I can think of. If Mary was still here, it'd be different, but... Yasuoka stares at me silently. I stare right back into her eyes, not turning away.
Fine. I'll leave in the legwork to the young. I'll do what I can to help. Besides, if I stayed behind, I'm sure Miss I would want to as well.
I'm counting on you.
Of course, I won't let you down.
Her voice and posture exudes confidence and reliability. I'm sure it's a good part of why she's so successful as a fortune teller.
However, I must rest for today. These old bones are exhausted. Good night.
Mr. Cade, are you sure you'll be okay without me and Madame Yasuoka? Yeah, I've survived this long already. I'll manage somehow. Unease is bubbling up with me, but I push it down and force a smile. I can't let her worry about me. Okay, I'll trust you. But you better promise me, when your mark is gone, you'll come to one of my concerts. Promise? Of course. I'll get you a front row seat for sure. Okay. Okay, I'm heading up. Good night, Mr. Cade.
Jeez.
What was it? Jeez. What's her tone? Jeez. 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 So you're saying I have to stay? Not that I care. I thought you didn't believe in the mark's curse because it's unscientific. Of course, there's no way in hell I'd believe something like that. But it's also true that I haven't found solid proof to deny it either. And Miss Yakuoka and Miss I's marks really did up and disappear. So I've decided to stay here and see how this plays out, that's all. It's the truth. I can see she's desperately trying to hide that she's terrified of the supernatural. Oh well. I owe you for saving me, so I'll tell you a bit about it. It could be related to the mark somehow, too. Are you talking about the map? Yeah. It's of an underground shelter in each city. The only way Zukawa found the shelter was because of this map. Not sure why she'd be eager for an old map of facilities that have to be 50 years old. That's a secret. It's possible that whatever turned Zukawa into a monster is down there in that shelter. What? What do you mean? I've already told you that I have no intention of giving you any details. I'm tired too, so I'm going to bed. Hiro makes her way upstairs to the rooms. The end of our last conversation swirls around my head. The shelter, army, Zukawa transforming, and the deja vu I felt down in the shelter. What does it all mean? It's no use. My brain is so tired that the words are just repeating nonsensically over and over. I can't get my thoughts in order. I may as well go to bed for today. I look through the diary Hiro found in Zukawa's room and holds her thoughts from her human days and offers glimpses of the event that led up to her transformation. It starts with a recollection of her childhood. She repeatedly asked her parents and teachers why she was human. Soon her peers shunned her. Zukawa was exceedingly intelligent but hated people. On the other hand, she loved animals, gathering many and keeping them hidden while she cared for them in an abandoned house. To her surprise, she eventually fell in love with someone, but when she confessed, he said he didn't like people who reeked of animals. That night, the abandoned house burned in a fire. The diary never mentioned the cause of the fire, but I remember something about a fire in, oh right, Zukawa's red notebook. The science lab, her paradise with her beloved animals, also burned down in a fire. That's a weird coincidence. The diary moved past her youth to her time as a researcher after she left the school. That's when she and Hiro worked at the same place. I hate people, she wrote that every day. The hatred solidified when she met MH. MH is probably Hero. She pretended to get along with her colleague, but the diary lays out her overwhelming hatred of people, especially Hero. The only interest she took in Hero's biology research was the human experience to enhance human abilities and strength. She desired to corroborate every questionable human experiment, even saying she would test subject herself. There's no mention of where she learned all this information, but there are some familiar scribbles at the end of the diary. Army, manhole, underground shelter, MH's map, Azura. I bet MH's map is the one Sakura stole. Sakura stole from Hero in the shelter. The woman in white with the Buddha statue, Zukawa going in and out of the shelter. Something there must have turned her into this zoo. Aizen, Azura, it must be connected somehow. The diary ends with these words. The previous world war. With the Buddha's wisdom, I'll no longer be an abhorrent human. Body and soul, barriers broken, open the door to the new world. Mary isn't here anymore. Should I rest for the night? I decide to rest for now. And I should have saved before I did that, but that's okay. Well, that's where I'm going to call it for tonight, because it's 10:30. I didn't sleep great last night. I'm sure he'll be back. Maybe, I don't know. Alright. Thank you for watching. We seem to have, we had a few more new visitors today. That was fun. And I gotta play with voices, and my voice hurts now. Right, Iris? Good night. Or as I would say, good morning! Or whatever the fuck she did. Yeah. Okay, good night.